I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. What is my? I don't even know my salary. 74. Okay. Times.
Here, I'll do it.
Yeah. I don't even know my salary. Does it? You don't even. Yo, I'm living beyond my means.
Hey, welcome back to Black Press. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Now let's get to it.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm your girl Trish.
I'm your boy, Mr. Define.
And we are
Black Press.
If this is your first time watching, please remember to hit like, comment, share, and
Subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications for our future episodes. So, it's been some things going on in the WNBA, and then some heat that some people have been catching, mostly Angel Reese. And let's show you first what Angel Reese been doing. She's been doing some great things.
For basketball, to win a WNBA championship, for off the court, I want to own a team and I want to own a modeling agency. I'm 6'3", and I think it's really hard. It was hard for me growing up, finding clothes, even self-esteem, like just being the tallest in the classroom. My grandma always told me you were going to stand up for a reason. I just want women to just be empowered because we always get less. We never get the full potential of everything. We always get told no. And I just want like my modeling agency just to be exemplified about you don't get told no. Like you're going to get the yeses. You're going to get more yeses than nos, and just being able to know that. So I'm excited for that. I know that's going to come soon.
What does owning a team
look like for me? So I already have part ownership of a team, of a soccer team. So yeah, I've already have that, but I want to own a basketball team. Just being able to grow the sport. There are so many women that I play with in my whole career that deserve a spot in this league because women do deserve it. Like facilities like this, every woman should be able to step in and be able to go into a locker room and be able to have a safe space, or go into a gym at 3:00 in the morning when they want to do that. So I want to be able to just invest.
So she got big goals.
Positivity.
I mean, she's already, I think she was like number 7 draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Just finished up her first season, doing big things. She got I think it was a 4 or 5 year contract, somewhere like that, for like 360 some thousand, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So that goes out to about 70, I think 70, somewhere between $73,000 and $76,000 a year. So that's awesome for her, right? But she's also catching some heat for something that she said the other day on her live, and I'm gonna let you see what she has to say.
I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally. I'm trying to think of like my rent for where I stay at. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
He might cover that. Yeah,
It
definitely covers that.
What is my? I don't even know my salary. 74. Okay. Times.
Here, I'll do it.
Yeah. I don't even know my salary. Does it? You don't even. Yo, I'm living beyond my means. It's like, no, my rent is more than that. It's 8,000. I'm living beyond my means. Like y'all think, babe. If y'all thought, it's like, let me stop.
Yeah, I think it pays your car down.
Yeah, I ain't doing it that thing.
Yeah. So for one, she was like, "Psych, I'm living above my means." Psych, no, you was for real. You realize you living above your means. You are. So
that's, black behavior.
Right, exactly. And it ain't. I mean, I don't really want to say it's black behavior.
It's the culture.
I think it's American behavior.
Yeah,
it's American behavior.
True.
I'm obviously right now America is like most of working class America is overextended in their debt, especially credit card bills and stuff like that. So that's how we live. But there's been a lot just talking about, oh, it's women's time.
But can you blame her though?
Women need to make more. Yes, I can.
Because I mean, everybody wants to be treated to the lavish lifestyle, right?
Yeah, but that don't make it right. That don't make it smart either. Yeah. And then, so especially after you're saying like women aren't making enough in the sports industry. Sue Bird talked about it a little bit more too. Sue Bird was like one of these was an all-star WNBA player, and
Mhm.
she's retired now, but she was apparently she was really good, and she was even talks about the finances of it. So I'm gonna let you hear what she had to say about it, because they all saying the same thing.
I pretty much lost money playing in the WNBA, if I'm being honest. Like if you look at like inflation and stuff. So it was really confusing because I was getting offered crazy deals off the court from a marketing standpoint, representing brands, maybe going to do a speaking engagement. And that's really, for me, that disconnect. I knew we had something. I knew that the players were in the community. I knew that the players had value, even outside of being basketball players. But why weren't we being valued as a player? So the good news is all of us, I mean, I'm retired now, but a lot of the players, we learned how to be our own businesses. We understood what it was to create our own brands. And now you're getting a really dynamic athlete that brands get to work with. And that's really when I talk to different brands, what I push. And athletes are ready for it. But yeah, the media deal's here now, so it's all going to change.
So they ain't been making no money pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
But they are getting more notarization. And that's because they've been speaking out about the facts that, women in sports. Taraji P. Henson talked about it in the movies. They haven't been noticed enough or gotten paid enough for what they believe is the work that they put in.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the NBA makes way more. I mean, they're making $2.6 billion from ESPN alone. For show rights. But what frustrates me is we keep talking about, women aren't making enough, women aren't making enough, and you're not. But what you're saying is distracting from the real issue. Like the real issue is America. The real issue for real. Can we stop talking about women getting paid the right amount? If you're not going to talk about the real women that's not getting paid the amount.
Which real women?
The real women that are teachers in America, where the average teacher is making $69,597. And that's the average. So after you've gotten your master's or possibly even PhD. But Angel Reese, in her first year, makes $76,000 from the WNBA and like 1.2 or 1.2, 1.8, somewhere between there. And brand deals. So why are you talking about y'all need more money when you're living way above most of America that's at the poverty level? If we know our economy is that jacked up, why are we still talking about that when the people at the bottom aren't making enough? Yeah. Why are we talking about women in sports when most of the teachers in the education field are women and they're starting out at $45,000?
Yeah.
Why are we talking about because you got to recognize this. The average height of a woman in the WNBA is 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Right? But before you put in any work, your genes were already going to make you 6 feet tall. So you started off with a benefit that a lot of teachers don't have.
Yeah.
But the teachers have to make, they got to bust their butt to go to school, go through college, and then deal with the kids every day.
But I mean, they do choose those professions.
Yes, exactly. But guess who also chooses the profession? The athlete that goes into the field that they know does not pay them what they think they're worth. So why are we talking about that? And we ain't talking about the fact that America has a $6.75 trillion spending in the year of 2024, the fiscal year 2024. But
America is a social media platform.
But that's the problem. Why aren't we giving teachers brand deals? Because we don't care about teachers.
Have to speak up.
No, it's because we don't care about teachers.
of course, there's teachers speaking up, and
everybody knows. No, all of America.
You have to push the issue.
All of America knows that teachers don't get paid enough. That's why nobody wants to be a teacher, because they don't get paid enough. But you were born with genes that made you 6 feet tall. Men, average NBA basketball players 6'9". You were born with genetics that makes you 6 feet tall, and you get paid to play a game for the rest of your life. or for however long until
you get injured.
you get injured or retire, right? So
Mhm.
why not? But you still have that degree that you went to college for, right?
Mhm.
So you're not coming out of the sport if you get injured or retired with nothing. You're coming out with your college degree if you were smart enough to finish school, right? But yet still, the people that actually literally hold the future of America in their hands
Mhm.
don't get paid for $45,000 a year. And we're talking about you need more money. Oh, I got to go overseas to work. No, you start your first season
Mhm.
making more than a teacher who's having to get certified. Ain't no basketball player ever had to be certified to be a basketball player.
They got past certain tests, but yeah.
They don't have to be certified. Like they're not pass. What? They're not passing tests. You're
Yeah,
not passing a test.
They do like jump shot tests.
Nah,
and
I'm
stuff
talking
like
about.
that.
But you're not. Yes,
And
but you're
fitness
not
tests,
passing
but
a
yeah.
actual test to be certified in saying you're allowed to play this sport.
Mhm.
But you talking about you're not making enough money when you make more money than half of America, over half of America. Why are we not talking about this? Why is all of America not talking about this when America, who has that much of a spending, is still only 13th in the world in education?
Mhm.
Why?
America doesn't put much emphasis on education. It's all about
Right.
how you look. It's about where you're going in life. That as long as you're pretty, you look attractive,
Or you're
you
tall
don't even
and
you don't
practice
even have to be
basketball.
that smart in order to make it in life. In
Yes.
America, you just have pretty privilege and you just get pushed along.
Mhm.
But let you be ugly or not confident in yourself, and you're gonna find out
You better go
what
to
it's like.
school.
Yep.
You have to go to school. Exactly.
Mhm.
If you're not beautiful and you're not tall
Mhm.
or athletic, you have to work and go to school.
Twice as hard.
Twice as hard. Right. I don't believe ain't nobody in the NBA working twice as hard as a person on that's at the poverty level, working 30, 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours a week, trying to make a paycheck that's only giving you $10 an hour.
Yeah.
Why is it that we are still trying to focus on the pay of those that were born with the genetic advantage?
Because that's the thing. A person that's working $10 an hour, they are the people that's watching the people that's like basketball players and all this stuff.
Yeah.
They making them popular.
Yeah, but that don't mean they should be why are we spending so much in America
Mhm.
and having so many teams that can pay players this amount of money and having so many brands that can pay that are paying this amount of money, but we do not care about the education of our own children.
Yeah. It's whatever they put emphasis on and put money into.
We got dads that'll watch a game before they'll check their kid's report card.
Mhm.
Or that'll only show up to the football game for their kid, but won't show up to the PTA meeting.
Yeah.
It just aggravates me because why are we still talking about the money, more income? No, where is the female basketball player that's advocating for all of the women in the education field that don't make enough? Do you really care? No, you just want the facade of looking like you care. So you have this program where you donate $2,000 worth of shoes.
Yeah. But Lisa Leslie, she's pretty good in advocating and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you don't see on TV. She's
whatever it's
she's
doing
a
is
famous
not
basketball
working.
player.
It's not working. Every athlete should be shouting from the top of the roofs that the people that we put our country's life in, future in, don't get paid enough. Why are we talking about everything else?
I mean, it's the same for soldiers. They don't get paid
Exactly.
to do all the
they don't.
stuff they do.
But guess what? We're going to keep watching these sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, on sports, LeBron James is under some heat himself because Big Meech just got out of prison. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, from 50
BMF?
Cent's BMF.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And he coming up under some heat because he he wrote a congratulations to Big Meech for coming home. Welcome home, Big Meech.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
He? Okay, so I didn't watch like a whole bunch of it. I watched a couple of episodes in the first season. I'm still catching up.
Yeah.
But is it bad?
So he was catching heat because some people were sharing in the comments like, so millions of children are gonna watch or look at LeBron James post supporting Big Meech, and they're gonna think, well, if LeBron James is supporting him and welcoming him home, then what he did to go to prison must not be that bad. So it should be good, because at least if I do the bad, I might get a shout out from LeBron James, or it must not be that bad because LeBron James is my role model. Yeah. So if LeBron James say he cool, then what he did to get there must be cool.
That's hard because and harsh at the same time, because there's so much that's placed on the shoulders of a person that's supposed to be a role model. Like, you don't always go sign up for that. You don't always say, hey, follow me, I'm doing it the right way.
That's not true.
But you get forced into that situation just because you're at a certain level to where people should look up to you.
You didn't get forced into that. Nobody forced LeBron James to play basketball.
But they're forcing him to be like to set an example. Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. You know why?
That's forcing.
You know why they're not forcing him?
Why?
Because it's not a league policy for you to have a Twitter account, X account.
I mean,
it's not a league policy for you to have Instagram.
He's utilizing his free speech, right?
Yes, he is, and that's the point. That's my point. You're utilizing your free speech to congratulate or welcome home Big Meech for getting out of prison after doing everything that he did to get in prison, and getting paid. You know he getting paid for $50 for the show.
But at the same time,
and the son is in it.
Yeah. So at the same time, I mean, Big Meech is big in the Black community,
right? But that's what I'm saying.
I know
that's the bad part about it.
Even what's his name? Rick Ross.
Yeah.
I think I'm Big Meech.
Yeah. And here's my thing. We're glorifying it. For you to say, okay,
it's Peter Pan.
Here's the thing. There is nothing that would have got Big Meech on LeBron James' radar if he did not sell dope and commit violence. So if that person did not do anything that would have got you on your radar, got on your radar, LeBron James, then you're saying that the only reason that you're shouting him out is because he dealt drugs and did violence.
Maybe he changed his life.
But what I'm saying is, and yeah, it's okay to it's right to change your life, right?
Yeah.
But
second chances. Everybody wants
it's easy to make a second. Right? It's easy to make a second chance when you're getting paid by 50 for him to make a show on you.
But that helps, right?
Right.
Because at certain points in your life, you can't what? It's hard for you to make a change if your pockets is dry, if you're constantly in a state of need.
It's millions of people that are living in poverty right now, and they haven't chosen to sell drugs.
Because they're living within their means. They're okay with what they're going through.
I would say that the most American thing that any Black person could do is to pull yourself out of poverty by selling dope and doing violence. That's the most American thing to do. And we're upset about America for how they treated us, right? But if you think about it, right? If you think about it, we are technically praising America for what they did to us by praising those who sell the dope and started and made money rapping about it.
But is it not any different than because you have people that sell drugs, right?
Yeah.
And then you have like pharmacists.
It's different. It is different.
And it's a controlled substance.
Yeah, but the original purpose of pharmacy is to regulate
the medications.
That's the FDA. Yeah. But the original focus of pharmaceuticals was its originality to help people deal with pain and
For the
to
pharmacists,
feel,
that's the doctors that prescribe it. But yes,
Yes, but
pharmacists.
I said,
But okay,
I say pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
The actual drugs themselves,
Mhm.
right? But we get mad at America for what America did to us, and we want reparations, right?
Mhm.
But I don't see nobody going to Jay-Z for reparations for the dope that he sold our mama that ruined our lives, or our daddy that ruined our lives. I don't see nobody go suing 50 for
Mhm.
reparations. I don't see nobody suing T.I. for reparations. They're not suing them for reparations because we have this idea that the way they did it is okay because they were in a struggle. Nah, let me tell you about it. Let me tell you why what they did in a struggle is not okay and will never be okay.
Mhm.
If you believe that America did black folks wrong. Because if you believe that America owes a debt to black Americans,
Mhm.
then you should also believe that anybody that sells dope or controls the block or makes any type of income from the rapping about selling dope,
Mhm.
then you have to recognize, if you believe that, then you have to also believe that the people that colonized America were innocent as well and right to do what they did. Because the people that came across to America, little history fact, people that came across America, they weren't the best and brightest and the richest.
Mhm.
They were coming to America to colonize because they couldn't get anything in their own land,
Mhm.
right? So they came over broke. And then what they did was they had indentured servants, right, who were more poor people. And they said, okay, you farm my land, and then I'll pay you, or I'll let you free after a couple of years, right? But then they weren't making any money because those white people who were coming over as indentured servants were getting free, and then they ain't have any workers. So when the white indentured servants did an uprise, they said, wait a minute, this is messing up our money, right? So the only way we can make sure that we maintain our income is be able to have a slave that we can recognize as a slave when they walk away from the plantation. And the only way they can do that is to get somebody that's not white. So that they can be like, nope, you don't belong here. Go back to the plantation. That's why they actually enslaved us, right? And if you think that America's still wrong for doing it, then you have to recognize that America going to a civil war is the same thing as two gangs fighting over a block. Because the reason they fighting over the block is so they can sell dope on that corner so that they can make money. Civil War was the Confederates fighting against the Union because they wanted more slave states because they wanted more money. You're not black indifferent from America. You're black and you're just like America. You feel like because you are trying to get a come up, you can enslave the minds of black people the same way that the Confederates enslaved the bodies of black people. You're not doing anything different. That's why I say the most American thing you can do as a black person is to sell dope, and then from rapping about selling dope, you make the money. That's what America did. What makes you any different?
Oh, so you know what? Remember that the last episode? Remember, what do black people control?
Yeah.
I guess they control dope.
They don't though, because they get it from somebody who's making more money, and they get it in front of people that's the actual distributors. But
they're still underneath somebody.
That is kind of point though. I mean, because if all the black people,
what do they control?
If all black people stop selling dope, no, because they were selling it to black people anyway.
That's the biggest market.
What? Yeah, to black people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's what they got control over.
So here's my thing.
That's why they're trying to legalize marijuana, because it's taken away from something that they can. like
make a
master
tax
level.
off of. Exactly.
Yeah.
So here's my thing to end this off. For LeBron James to welcome home Big Meech is the equivalent of welcoming the Confederate Army back home to reclaim the land that was supposed to be ours in our 40 acres and a mule.
That's harsh.
Why is it not hard? Why it is harsh, but it's true.
Mm.
It's true because I just broke it down to you how it's true.
I understand what you're saying, and I can see it because I can.
It's the very same thing. You were poor.
Mm-hmm.
The colonizers were poor.
Mm-hmm.
You needed a way to come up. They needed a way to come up. You enslaved the minds of black people. They enslaved the bodies of black people.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you were just trying to come up out of the area of poverty that you were in. Come on, man. You're not different. You're not. I just wish we would stop pretending like it is different. It's not. P.I. was on Breakfast Club last week talking about, how they got into this shootout with some other people on the block.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all fighting over the block the same way Confederates was fighting over slave states. Come on, bro. You're not different. It's the same thing. The same thing. You know why? Because there's nothing new under the sun. Bible tidbit for you. You're doing the same thing.
Over and over again.
Come on, bro. That's like LeBron James welcoming Big Meech home is the same thing as Columbus Day. Where am I wrong?
Bye.
Came up by killing other people. Anyway, what do you think?
What to say about that?
Hey, shout out to NBA, WNBA. Y'all keep making y'all millions and billions of dollars while the rest of those are in poverty that can't climb up because we have not increased the minimum wage. While they struggle, y'all keep making y'all millions and billions and then complaining you're not making enough money.
You think they should share their wages?
I think the NBA and the WNBA and all the other professional sports leagues that are making billions and trillions of dollars should be contributing a large portion of that, or a portion of that, to teachers in poverty. And I'm not talking about building a stadium so that it can build up the economy of the city that it's in. I'm talking about literally taking some of that money and supplementing the income of those that are in poverty and supplementing the income of the teachers that are starting at $40-something thousand a year when they went to college for all these years to teach your children while you watch NFL, NBA, all of these sports, while you got season pass on every form of ESPN. But keep doing the American thing.
What y'all think about that?
They don't care.
Your blood pressure up?
They don't care. They don't care.
Oh, man.
I'd love to hear it, though.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your comments. What do you think? Because literally...
Especially if you're a teacher, a teacher or anything of that significance, definitely let us know in the comments what you think about what you said.
I know what the teachers think.
Share it.
But I still want to hear it. Share it. Tell us in the comments what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you agree that welcoming Big Meech home is the same thing as Christopher Columbus Day?
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.